Like, take it off from here. That's where I find my batteries. Hey guys, this is Martin Wright from Argos Dog Training. We're here in 2020, and if no one said it yet, Happy New Year, welcome to 2020. 2020 is a year of COVID-19. Social distancing has disturbed our lives completely and definitely disturbed our lives with our dogs completely. Because what's happening is we're staying at home more. And because we're staying at home more, we're starting to see things like, we're starting to think about things like, what are we going to do about structure for our dog? What are we going to do about socializing our dogs? We can't socialize. How can our dogs socialize? And of course, what are we going to do about the separation anxiety of our dogs getting used to us being at home all the time? You know, because this social distancing is inevitably going to end, and that's what this series is about. We're shooting at least 3 videos. The first one is going to be about structure. The second one is going to be about socialization, and the third one is going to be about separation anxiety. So, topic 1, the first thing we're going to talk about here is, man, I forgot what the topic 1 was. Oh yeah, that's right, it's structure. Down. Not that way. Sit. Good, down. That's better. That's better. Excellent dog. You're very good. Okay, guys. So we're supposed to talk about structure. That's our first topic. Couple things to keep in mind about structure. Why? What is structure and why is it so important for dogs? Structure is important for dogs for the same reason it's important for us. It gives us form. It gives form to the day. It lets us know what's going to happen. What is structure? Structure is routine, basically. Routine is a form of structure. So that way the idea is that the dog starts to know what's going to happen throughout the day and at what times. And then the dog gets used to that and they fall into a routine where they know what their day is going to be like. So that helps them to reduce stress. Another thing that structure does is it shows the dog that we're really reliable. That, you know, all the things that they need throughout their day is going to be taken care of. And it's going to be taken care of at the same times every day. So once again, they don't have to worry about it. They don't have to panic. How do you know if your dog needs structure? Well, things that you will see is you will see a dog that might be excessively barking. You know, barking for attention, barking as soon as you get on the phone. You know, a dog that's clingy, always next to you. You can't go anywhere. If you leave them, they're scratching at doors and things like that. That will tell you that your dog needs structure. A dog that's too hyperactive, not getting enough exercise, it's probably because you didn't put the time, you know, have a calendar with like, yeah, it's 8 o'clock and I'm from 8 to 9, we're going to exercise, you know. So that could be a sign. You know, digging, all the common things are signs really that dogs can use more structure. But some dogs, as time goes on, the signs get even bigger. You know, things like leash reactivity, things like aggression towards people. All those kind of things show that the dog feels like they are in a position in the group where they get to make those kind of decisions. Who to bark at, who not to bark at, who to let in the house, who not to let in the house. All those things are things that can be solved with controlling timing and spacing a lot of the time. Just controlling timing and spacing, and a lot of these like everyday problems and some severe problems just go away. One thing that I would like you guys to do or think about while we're in this time of COVID-19, of this pandemic, when our schedules have been flipped inside out and upside down, when we're at home all the time, is that structure is important for our dogs so that way they understand what happens throughout the day. A dog that knows what's going to happen throughout the day is a lot less stressed out. Just like how when we know what's going to happen through the day, we're a lot less stressed out. So if I am at work and my boss says, tonight, can you stay late? I'm much more stressed out about it than if I'm at work and my boss goes, next week, Tuesday, I'm going to ask you to stay late for a couple hours till 7 p.m. That way I'm able to adjust and it's a lot less stressful for me. So how do we make this so it's less stressful for our dog? How does our dog learn their everyday schedule? Because the schedule is the same every day. And I know I'm asking some of you to do some really hard things like putting yourself on a schedule, because I have to be on a schedule if my dog is going to be on a schedule. How do we set structure for our dogs? The first thing I want to do whenever I'm setting up structure is I want to get my dog on a consistent schedule. And I know during this COVID time, there's a lot going on where people are not necessarily as structured themselves as they were before. And that could really, if you're having problems with your dog, that could be a big part of why you're seeing those problems, because all of a sudden, everything is out. You know, where before it was every morning I'd get up at around the same time because I had to be at the office around the same time. I'd make breakfast around the same time. I'd feed the dog around the same time. All those things were happening consistently and we weren't thinking much about it. But now that we're at home a lot more and we might be on a different schedule ourselves, those things start to fall apart, and that could lead the dog to having unwanted behaviors. So I ask you to, if your dog is having unwanted behaviors, if you feel like that might be something going on where you might need to fix that, I ask you to definitely put your dog on a schedule. Now, for me, I would go with a 24-hour schedule, and the first place I would start is bedtime and what time do we get up in the morning. That's the first thing. And I would make sure, even if I'm not going to bed at that time, that my dog is put down for bed at that time, especially a young puppy. I'd make sure the puppy's in the crate at that time. Older dogs, do what you do, but for the young puppies, definitely. And I also make sure I know what time I'm gonna get up in the morning, and I would be consistent about that for the dog's sake, so that way they know what's gonna happen next, right? So that's where I'd start. After that, I would start to put in my walk times. Usually I do a walk right after wake up. I might do a 45-minute to an hour walk right then. And then I usually do a quick short walk in the middle of the day where the pup gets to, eliminate. And then I would do another walk in the evening, around dusk, where the dog gets to just walk with us. Maybe another, if I have the time, I would like to do, in a perfect world, I'd do another 45 minutes or an hour. But if you can't do that, 30 minutes is definitely fine for that third walk. But the most important thing is that we show the dog that we're reliable by planning what time that walk will be. It doesn't matter so much if it's at 8 o'clock in the morning or if it's at 12 noon, but every day, the same time is what is really important. So the dog knows that we're reliable. We're going to be there. We're going to take care of them. So the walk is the next. The next thing after that I put on my schedule is playtime. And I do schedule playtime. It doesn't have to be long. I schedule this usually before I schedule even training time for the dog. So I schedule playtime. It doesn't have to be long, and we'll play a game. We'll play tug. Usually it's training as well, because whenever I do anything with the dog, it is training, but we'd have some fun where we're just interacting with each other. I might put 2 or 3 of those on the schedule for the day, especially if I'm home all day. Maybe before I go for the afternoon walk, I throw in a play session there or whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter when these sessions are, as much as it matters that they're the same time every day, and every day they happen. Weekends. Maybe your schedule is a Monday through Friday schedule and your weekend is a little bit looser. Just make sure that a little bit looser happens on Saturday and Sunday, and a little bit looser is the same every Saturday and every Sunday. That makes sense? I will have Frank put up a little sample schedule so that way you can see. We'll put it in the description. We'll put it somewhere. We'll link it somewhere so that way you can see a sample schedule as to what a schedule can look like for your dog. Another thing is training time. Training time should be on your schedule as well. And training could be anything, really, just teaching just communication with the dog. Playtime can be a kind of training. As I mentioned before, there are videos online of me playing with my dog Dee here where we're playing, but at the same time, there's training happening. So that's important to put on your schedule as well. And another thing that you should put on the schedule, especially for young pups, is crate time and sitting on the leash time. Those things are important. So that way your dog learns how to calm down. The crate time is good. We'll talk about that a little bit more later on. But the crate time is good so that the dog learns that there's going to be times when you're separated from them. All right. So those are the important points about structure. These things are important. They'll help your dog to feel better. And in my personal opinion, and the way that I deal with dogs, I'm with dogs all the time, even through COVID. This structure helps me personally as well. So that way my day, the things I need to get done end up getting done. Because I know when my dog's times are, and I know when my times are, and I focus on my dog when my dog is in front of me, and when my dog is not there, I'm able to focus on the other things that I need to get done throughout the day. So I hope that's helpful. So if there's more things that you would like to talk about other than these topics that we have outlined, then definitely leave us a comment below. Also, you could go to Twitter and hashtag #AskArgos. And if you do that, then we'll be able to pick up the questions there as well. You could also, anywhere you see me, you know, I'm on Instagram, you could drop a question there. You could, anywhere you see me, we'll find it and we will bring it all together. And then when we do our Ask Argos Stump the Dog Trainer video series, I'm sure it will be a series because I know you guys are going to drop those questions quickly. Then I will be able to answer those questions. You could ask about anything you would like to ask about within reason. Some things I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to answer it. But some things I will. Most things I will. Some things I won't. Won't answer it. Nope, not doing it. But some things I will. Some things. But most things I won't. No, most things I will. Some things I won't. Let's leave it there. Yeah. If you like, 3, 2, 1. If you like what you see here, definitely give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so that way we could continue to make videos like this for you. If you would like to learn more about us, definitely check the links below for our website and for the other social media outlets and platforms that we are on. And the next topic that we're going to talk about in this series is going to be socialization, I believe. Yeah, that's right. Socialization, that's part 2. So stay tuned, stay involved. Until the next time, enjoy your day and enjoy your dog. And that's what this series is about. We're shooting at least 3 videos. One will be about structure. The other one will be about separation anxiety. And the other one will be about, I can't even remember 3 things. All right. So one will be about structure. The other will be about separation anxiety. And the third one will be about, I still don't remember what the third one is. But thank you.
Exactly the second.
Okay, so we're going to be shooting 3 videos about this. And the first one is going to be about structure. The second one is going to be about socialization. And the third one is going to be about separation anxiety. Say thank you to Frank. He's a genius.